Hola Capricorns, this is your mid-month reading for May. This is the period from May 15th until May 31st. If this reading resonates with you, consider a personal reading. My rates and info are below. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Also keep in mind, I'm on Instant Go if you need a quick answer to a quick question. Text only, no phone or video chat. What else? Check out my playlist. I have all of my sun moon readings, so go look up what your sun moon sign is and then check out your 2018 prediction. And I'm currently working on compatibility readings too. I'm going to be putting those up throughout the year, and they will be up for all eternity or as long as YouTube and Vimeo are around. Check my FAQS below for commonly asked questions before you post a question. And then just keep in mind for this general reading that this can apply to love, career, a job, a friendship, family, what have you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorns. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, and universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Capricorns for the month of, from May 15th until May 31st. Can you please show us their energies prior to May 15th that they're coming out of? Can you show me their energies they can expect from May 15th to May 31st? Then finally, how will Capricorns be moving out of May into June 2018. Please grant me the objectivity to read these cards as they're intended to be read and say your messages as you intend to be said for Capricorns for the period of May 15th until May 31st. Okay, so Holy Spirit angels, can you please show me previous energies for Capricorn? We have the High Priestess in the upright. And then can you please show me what energies Capricorns can expect from May 15th? We have two cards, the Nine of Swords and the Lover's card. Ugh, okay, and then moving out of May into June. Out of May into June, can we expect? What can they expect? We have the Five of Bells in the upright. Okay, I don't know why I felt like this was a love reading, but I feel like it's a love reading. Okay, all right, so here we are in May. Prior to May 2018, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, should I try to kind of go and apply this to other things? Because I don't want to have it be a love reading, but right here I felt it like a bolt of lightning. So whatever, it is what it is. All right, so here's the High Priestess, and what you're doing is you're kind of trusting your intuition and yourself. And yourself in regards to something. You're kind of like going within. You're figuring things out, really digging deep. Maybe you're unsure about something, so you don't really have all the facts, or they don't present themselves. Everything's very elusive. So really, the only thing you have to rely upon is your intuition, your inner knowledge, what you think might be the right thing, what you think might be the right path. Because a lot of times, a High Priestess to me is like two paths together. And it's interesting too, because she's kind of looking at this book. So here's this book of knowledge, but she's not even looking at the book. She's looking off in the distance. So I almost feel like whatever the book has in it, whatever the textbook is or whatever information it has, she's just disregarding it. She's actually looking ahead, almost like in a trance-like way, or a meditative state, trying to figure out which way is going to be the right way. And then look at this frog down below. He's like, yo, it's this way. That frog always cracks me up. He's throwing up signs. It's funny to me. So I feel that's where you guys were prior to, okay? Now, we get into the energy in the last 2 weeks in May, okay? I think you're having a lot of anxiety in regards to something. You might be, depressed, having anxiety. Something is waking you up in the middle of the night because you're excessively worrying about it. You're stressing out. Some of you could be having some really bad, talking to yourself or negative self-talk. Regarding your emotions. You could be having paralysis regarding your emotions. Whatever it is, you're overworking yourself to the point where it's keeping you up at night, and it just ends up being a cycle. And what I think is a love situation. It's either a love situation or it's a decision, okay? So it could be either or it could be both. It could be a decision regarding love. This is also the card of Gemini for some of you that resonates. So I really think, and I do think you're actually deciding about a love situation. It could be any kind of decision. But it usually has to do with that. It usually has to do with a partnership. Deciding what to do. And it's usually a decision you don't want to make, okay? when it's regarding a decision. But that's what I'm kind of getting. Okay, and I will pull clarifiers. But I feel like the decision gets made, or gets made for you, because here we have the 5 of Bells, and there you are being left out in the cold, okay? Having the loss, the regret, the sorrow. So going your separate ways in regards to something. Maybe some of you have rejection, maybe failure, or maybe a setback in some way. So I don't know if you reach out to somebody or somebody reaches out to you. Not reaches out, yeah, either or. I don't feel that it continues on in June. I feel as though a decision's made about it and it doesn't necessarily go favorably, okay? So, can you please provide clarification on the High Priestess? Why is the High Priestess here for Capricorns? Who is this person? What is this energy? What additional messages do you have for the High Priestess? Energies prior to May 15th for Capricorn, the energies they're passing out of at this current time. Who is this person? What is this energy? What additional messages do you have for this High Priestess in the upright for Capricorn's personality perspective? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, the Death card in reverse, and the World card. All right, so with the Knight of Swords, I feel this energy. The reason why you are trusting on your intuition is because everything's kind of swirling around you. Knight of Energy is, you know, things happening very quickly. There's stress and drama associated with them. Could be arguments, there could be opinions. It's just an energy that's very quick moving, and it's stressing you out, whatever it is, and it has drama, like I said, associated with it. And we have the Death card in reverse, so it's interesting because the Death card is kind of about being stuck or hope being destroyed, okay, or feeling stuck, not having movement, stagnating, not having movement, hopes being destroyed. I'm just feeling you have a lot of emotions going on, a lot of stress, a lot of drama. But then part of it is like you need to know that you need to go in a direction. You're just not sure what direction to go in. And I think you Capricorns, you rely a lot on, well, it depends on what's on your chart, but if we're just, you know, going off of just Capricorn, textbook Capricorn, you rely on facts. You rely on concrete things before you take a chance. You're not the big risk takers. You need to know kind of what's going on. And I think when prior to May 15th, when all you have to rely on is your intuition, and it's funny because even the stare that she has, it can be that she's fixated or something, or she's absolutely terrified because the book that she's holding is providing nothing for her. And I feel like that's what you guys are kind of feeling, that you don't have the concrete information to hold on to, and some of you are just terrified making a decision based on the unknown, and it's causing a lot of stress for you to do this. And I do feel like something came up unexpectedly, and you're having to deal with it. I think you're surprised. It came up, you were surprised by something, and you're having to deal with it, but you're kind of grasping at straws, figuring out how to kind of deal with it. And the reason why all of this, you're needing to do this, is because you're trying to get closure on something with a World card. You're trying to complete a goal. You're trying to complete a life lesson. It's really hard to do that when, like I said, everything is very elusive and you really don't know which is the right door to open or the path to go down, or you don't have the facts kind of leading you, okay? But that can actually be a good experience for you guys, because sometimes making decisions or having to take a step forward while you're feeling fearful can actually be the best thing for you, because you're forced to do it regardless of what your feelings are, and you can't let it guide you. So it's kind of like that saying, feel the fear and do it anyways. I think this is kind of what that situation could very well be. So here I feel like it comes to a head, the anxiety and everything, and I feel like it is in regards to a partnership. I'm looking at all right, let me pull clarifiers, because that couple just looks so sweet to me. Can you please provide clarification on the 9 of Leaves? Why is the 9 of Leaves here? Who is this person? What is this energy? What additional messages do you have for the 9 of Leaves for Capricorn? Energies they can expect May 15th to May 31st. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages, please, 9 of Leaves person. High Priestess again. Okay, so you're feeling all this anxiety, just like I said, but you don't have the facts. You have to trust in your intuition. There's things you don't know about, too. This is because the High Priestess can be about secrets, a mystery. And that, like I said, that is very unsettling to you. You want to have all the facts before proceeding with something, before making a decision. You want to have the clarity with that King of Swords. You want the truth. You might be getting a truth. Between this Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, I think you're starting to have some kind of clarity in regards to something. We have the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus, about educating yourself. So you don't really want to make a move on this because you have to trust in your intuition, but with the King of Swords, you want that truth in order to proceed. With the Hierophant, you want to be educated more on the situation before proceeding, and you don't have that. I almost feel like you guys are almost flying through space and looking for, falling and looking for a rope to hold on to, and you don't have that. And you don't know what to do. Like I said, you're very unsettled when you're in a situation like this. Hierophant can also be the card of commitment. So you might want somebody to commit, or you might want to be in a committed relationship, or somebody wants you to be in a committed relationship. And you're very anxious about whether this person will want to be in a committed relationship or whether you should be in a committed relationship. But I just don't feel like you have all the facts. I feel like this person or this situation is being very elusive. Can you please provide a clarification on the Lover's card? Why is the Lover's card here? Who is this person? Has this energy? Additional messages for the Lover's card, please. Okay, personal perspective. Queen of Pentacles in the upper. Somebody wants to be single. Somebody is blocking contact with somebody. Somebody feels defeated. Okay, so I think what happens is somebody is thinking about a committed relationship, wants it. You might even be trying to get up the guts to come to express this to this person, and that's why you're having that anxiety, because you really don't know how they're going to take it. You're trying to get facts, more logic, as much as you can before you make your decision on how you're going to approach this person about it. And then what happens with the Lover's card, I feel like you present this partnership to them. I feel like you say, okay, look, we're really get along together. And this doesn't have to necessarily be love reading. I hate to say that because I know some of you, I remember one guy said to me, he's like, child, just, oh, excuse me. He was like, child, you know it's a love reading. Just go with it. But I can see this being a business partnership too. You approaching somebody, you having anxiety. Do you want to be a partner with business? You don't know how the other person's going to respond. You try and do your research, figure out as best as you can. Because you want to know how it's going to go, okay? But I do feel like it's pointing towards love. So you have a connection with this person, and you're deciding on whether they should approach you or not. So, you should approach them or not regarding this, because you have a deep partnership with them and deep love. You feel like there's a balance of the two of you together. And I do feel like maybe it can flip-flop, but I do think you kind of approach them with this finally after you go all this stress, through this stress on whether you shouldn't or not. And they come back and they say, look, right now I'm in a place where I want to stay single. I want to be independent. I'm kind of relying on myself. I'm working a lot. I'm looking long-term at things, trying to figure out how to be financially independent, working on my money, working on my success, working on stability like that. I'm not interested right now. I feel like they're not kind of into that. And then on top of that, what I feel like it was the Eight of Wands in reverse, the communication immediately diminishes to almost a dead stop. It could be that this person just decides you got too close or whatever, or and vice versa. They got too close and you just decide to block them, or you just decide to stop responding to them because you or the other person decides to stop responding because they don't want to give you false hope, okay? They want to keep it where it is, where it was. They're not wanting it to go in the same direction as you. And then the Six of Wands here, that makes you feel a little bit of a failure. You kind of retreat with your tail between your legs. And as a result, you lack confidence, you know, because this didn't work out. So you weren't confident. You kind of are like, oh, you know, that smarted a little bit. I got rejected. And then you kind of retreat and maybe you kind of beat yourself a little bit, which you shouldn't be doing. So, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. And then here you are with the Five of Pentacles, just feeling less left out in the cold, having regrets even that you maybe approach this person. You know, you go separate ways with this person, like I said, because of the communication. So can you please provide clarification on the Five of Bells? Why is the Five of Bells here for Capricorns as they go? They go from end of May into June. Why is the Five of Bells here? Who is this person? What is this energy? And I just noticed this boy's running away with this. It's almost like he stole an egg or something. I just don't know what I'm getting from that. I see an angry bird here, and it's almost like that little boy stole an egg and that bird looks pissed. I don't know. I mean, I just almost feel like that bird's kind of barking at him, scolding him. And maybe I feel that's how you felt, or you or the other person feels, and then the person's running away with a piece of the other person because they can't have them. I know that sounds creepy, but okay. Five of Bells. Why is the Five of Bells here? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Five of Bells. Personality, perspective. Eight of Swords. The Emperor. Emperor is the card of Aries, for those of you if that resonates. Strength card reversed. So you feel, with the Strength card, you feel disgrace. That's the card of Leo. You know, this didn't work out, and as a result, you're weakened. You feel disgraced that you even, like, kind of did this. But, of course, you know, if you don't take a chance, how do you know? You'll never know. You're stuck in limbo in regards to this. I feel like this person with the Emperor just kind of put up boundaries and said, hey, you know what? I get it, but this is what I'm doing right now, and, you know, I'd appreciate it if you respected that. I kind of got that feeling. So it could be an Aries. They could be somebody that has that kind of energy. And here you are, the Eight of Swords, you know, suddenly feeling, you know, stuck. And maybe you're stuck because you keep on going after, like, the same type of love. Or you've gone after this, either you've gone after this person before, and then you think enough time has passed so you can reapproach them, or you just keep on going after the same type of person. So it's almost like you're setting yourself up for rejection. So you're kind of stuck in that. I do feel like that. And as a result, it's kind of like a self-imposed prison, but it's just because you're restricting yourself. You seem to be approaching, you know, setting yourself up for this every time, I feel like. So it's like you've been down this road before. It's like this type, you go after them, the independent type or whatever, you kind of get your hopes up, and then, you know, I feel like this story has happened to you before. If not with the same person, the same type of person is what I feel like. And it's just because you, like I said, you keep on, you're stuck because you keep on going after the people that have a certain criteria that you have set up. And that's what I feel like. And if you kind of crumple that list up and throw it away, it would certainly change things for you in regards to this. But that's just what I'm feeling. So sorry about that, Capricorns. I didn't mean for this to be so glum, but that's kind of what happened. All right, so if you need help with this, consider a personal reading. Send me an email, and we can go ahead and set that up. Check out, or you can hit me up on Instant Go for a quick answer to a quick question. Text only, no phone or a video. Check out my playlist for your sun, moon sign predictions for 2018. And then I will be posting up compatibility readings throughout the year. So subscribe to get notifications of those as they go up, okay? Because I'm just doing them intermittently throughout the year. Otherwise, good luck to you guys. I guess I'll see you in June for your love readings. Adios, Cappies. Bye from Veronica Garnett.